So it's strange. Should I call it strange? It's a bit funny how when our people do not appreciate what we have, we don't appreciate the things that we have, the amazing things that the Creator has given us, the gifts that we have as a people, the blessings that we have as a people. It's kind of funny that we don't appreciate it. But when we read these things somewhere else or somebody else does these things, we say that these things are divinely inspired, and it's not got to do with who we are. The thing is, until we start appreciating who we are and what we've done and what we continue to do and what we are doing in the present and what we're going to do in the future, we would never appreciate who we are as a people. And it doesn't matter how many times it gets done. We would never appreciate anything we do as a people. There's a video that circulated over the weekend or a week ago about a man dancing. I saw the video myself, dancing. You see it play over. Dancing, and it started raining, I think. Then he eventually called the rain to stop. And then you would have people in the DMs and in the comment section speaking ill about our own culture, speaking ill about our own thing, and then make it look like we as a people cannot do anything. Like, and when we do it, it's criminal, it's evil, it's trickery. But yet when the Bible does it, yes, it's the infallible word of God. You cannot do anything about it. And then of course, people will tell you don't have the spirit to understand and what have you. What else do our people want to see before they begin to understand the potency of who we are as a people? What else do we have to do before you come to realize that the nature of people that we are, the nature that we are gifted in, is something beyond, and that if we start to pay attention to who we are, we begin to see tremendous and amazing things happen with us. When are we going to realize that as a people? As you saw the video, people are calling it fake. People are calling it. I wonder how that was staged at a funeral. Everybody is there like. I just want to know how that was staged. But anyways, that's not even the main focus. In the scriptures, Elijah called down rain. And that is good, that is right, because Elijah did it. Even at the altar a week ago, it was drizzling, and I said it shouldn't drizzle till I'm done, and it didn't. We've been to places Dr. Cosmos stops the rain, or the priests. When you do it, it's strange, it's lies, it's false. Let me show you something, okay? 2 Kings chapter 2. I'm in the sun today, so I'm going to sweat a little bit. Forgive me on camera. Elijah, 2 Samuel 2. And Elijah said unto Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee, for the Lord has sent me to Bethel. And Elisha said unto him, as the Lord liveth, and as thy soul liveth, I will not leave thee. So they went up to Bethel. And the sons of the prophet that were at Bethel came forth to Elisha and said unto him, knowest thou that the Lord will take away thy master from thee, from thy head today? And he said, yea, I know it. Hold your peace. And Elijah said unto him, Elisha, tarry here, I pray thee. So you know the story, right? 6. And Elijah said unto him, tarry here, I pray thee. 7. And the 5th man of the sons of the prophet went and stood to view afar off, and they stood by Jordan. And Elijah took his mantle and wrapped it together and smote the waters. And they were divided hither and thither, so that they too went over the dry land. So basically saying Elijah and Elisha went to the dry land because he parted the river for them to walk to. This is not strange to our spirituality. This is not strange. Our fathers did these things. But yet when we go to the shrines and the priests and what have you, elders, certain leaders in the community, elders in the community, certain priests in the community, that's these things. We call them magic tricks. We call them 419s. We call them lies. But when it's recorded in a book for you to read with no evidence, you didn't see this, you're just reading, you are able to believe it to the core and say that this is so true. But yet when our people are actually doing it, you say it's full of lies. I'm trying hard to understand that. And it came to pass when they were gone, that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask what I shall do for thee before I be taken away. And Elisha said, I pray thee, let a double portion of thy spirit be upon me. Let a double portion of thy spirit. If I should break this down, but I'm not going to do that today. Let a double portion of thy spirit come upon me. And he said, thou hast asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if you see me when I am taken from thee, it shall be so unto thee. But if not, it shall not be so. And it came to pass that they still went on, walked, go on. And Elisha saw it and cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more. And he took hold of his own clothes and rent them in pieces. And he took up also the mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and went back and stood by the bank of the Jordan, and took the mantle of Elijah and fell from mantle of Elijah that fell from him, and smote the water, and said, where is the God of Elijah? Where is the God of Elijah? If I break this down, the God of Elijah, it's not talking about, anyway, that's not my cup of tea today. Where is the God of Elijah? And when he also had smitten the waters, they parted hither and thither, and Elisha went over. And when the sons of the prophet which were to view at Jericho saw him, they said, but you believe all these things to be true. You believe all these things to be absolutely accurate. You didn't see it. Your fathers never saw this. Your ancestors didn't see it. Your great ancestors had no idea about this. But yet, you welcome this and you hold this high esteem and say that this is absolutely true. With no evidence, without you being around, without you seeing exactly what it is. You believe this. But when your own ancestors, your own people, your own fathers begin to do things like this, you call them evil, you call them wrong, you call them fake, you call them all these names. You refuse to believe what your eyes are seeing, but you would believe what is written in a book years ago that you went. And of course, we all know the history of this book. Who wrote this book? The people that, we all know this. Like I said, I'm in the sun today, so pardon me, I'm going to sweat a little bit. You understand? Elisha went to, and sons of the prophet, which were to the view at Jericho, saw him, and they said, the spirit of Elijah doeth rest upon Elisha. And they came to meet him and bowed themselves to the ground before him. And they said unto him, behold, now there be with us thy servant 50 strong men. Let us go, we pray thee, and seek thy master, lest peradventure the spirit of the Lord had taken him up and cast him upon some mountain into some valley. And he said, yes, ye shall not send. And when they urged him still, he was ashamed, and he said, send. They sent therefore 50 men and sought 3 days, but found him not. And when they came again to him, for he tarried at Jericho, he said unto them, Did I not say unto you, Go not? And the men of the city said unto Elisha, Behold, I pray thee, the situation of the city is pleasant, as thy Lord seeth, but the water is not, and the ground is barren. So the water is not, simply saying that the water is bitter, the water is a mess, the water is not drinkable, and the ground is barren, right? And he said, Bring me a new cross, put a salt therein. And they brought it to him. So, what is the cross, right? Let's find out the meaning of the word cross or cruise, whichever how you mention it. Okay. An earthenware vessel, pot, or a jar. So he said, Bring me a jar. And the seventh prophet of sons of the prophet brought the man of the city. No, this is the man of the city. Man of the city brought him a jar. Okay. He said, Bring me a new jar and put salt therein. So he brought an earthenware vessel and salt. Watch this. Okay. Watch this. In there, and said, Thou sayest the Lord, I have healed these waters. This water, there shall not be from thence any more death or barren land. With just salt and earthenware vessel. Just that. So the waters were healed unto this day, according to the saying of Elijah, which you speak. And the reason why when you read the Bible, they write unto this day, is for you to have an understanding that this is real. But they never put the locations onto this day, except all these Bible theologians will come up with these maps that when you put it down to the current map, you never find the locations of these things, I'm telling you. But don't take my word for it, do your own research. And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children. Now, before I go in, which is my subject for the day, before the little children, he used salt and earthenware vessel, and you don't condemn it, you don't call it evil, you don't call it, this is wrong. And this fascinates me, especially our brothers and sisters that don't believe in the New Testament, still believe in the scriptures, the Torah or the Tanakh. But yet, when our elders, when our priests, when we use salt for stuff, those of you in the community, you know what I use salt for, the many things that we use salt for. When we use salt for these things, they deem it is influenced by the evil. You don't have the spirit. The same double portion of spirit that came on Elisha is a double portion of spirit that directed him to use salt. Watch this. Our ancestors and our fathers and the priests and the elders have always known to use salt. They know what to do to add to water to change the taste of water. It's easy. We all know this. But for Elisha to be able to do this, he needed a double portion of Elijah's anointing before he could come to this understanding. And that was the spirit of the Lord. But yet when the spirit of God, the elders, the beings, the powerful beings, the gods of the day, when they direct our fathers to do this, we say that is an evil spirit. And I wonder, what kind of evil spirit would want to save lives? If the spirit is evil, and if the spirit is only seeking to destroy, why on earth would this same spirit teach you the herbs and give you the herbs to heal you? Why do you call the spirit of our fathers evil if the spirit of our fathers only instructs to save? As a priest, you cannot even kill without being accountable for the deaths that you're taking, for the lives that you're taking. The spirit of our fathers, the gods, the powers, the gods in our communities, backgrounds, are constantly teaching us how to heal, restore, revive, bring deliverance to people, change lives, make people enjoy this amazing life that we have. But yet the spirit that instructs our gods, our priests, in order to do what they do, instruct us to do what we do, they're supposed to be an evil spirit. But when the same instruction comes upon Elisha, that is a good spirit. But yet it's the common salt that we all use. Clay pot that we all use for our libations and all of that. Why is it that when it is written in the Bible to do something is a good spirit, but when the gods lead us to do these same things, it's an evil spirit? How evil can our gods be? That declares you can never take a life without being accountable to this life. You know what? This is a long intro. This is not usually the intros. This is a long intro. But I just need it because this week I had a conversation with somebody on YouTube. Let me read it. I'll show you. Evil, how evil is the gods of our fathers and their spirit and the energies. Ow. Let me go on YouTube. Don't worry about it. Yes. So I'm reading a comment. Right? Scripture says Satan cannot make a move without the Most High says. Right? Satan cannot. The scriptures, the Most High created him for a reason. He didn't tell us to fear Satan. He owes us to fear himself. Nothing else, and that is the beginning of wisdom. The Bible is for certain people, not everyone on the earth. And that's why everyone can't and won't follow it. Everyone is not of the God of Israel. He chose a special people, and you know if you are one because you would hear his voice and feel him. So the God of Israel chose a special people, and these special people are led by his special spirit. And this special spirit does everything they do right and has no evil attached to it. But the gods of our land are associates of Satan. Therefore they only portrays and reveals and displays evil and nothing else to that. So therefore, everything else the God of the Bible is instructing his people to do is special. Because they're supposed to be a special people. Therefore, their mouthpiece should be special. Their deeds should be special. Every single thing they get themselves involved in should be special. They cannot do anything else if it's not special. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm going with this? It means whatever we read, the servants of the God of Israel, the special people, has to be special and unique. It doesn't have to be evil. No, nada. Okay, great. Let's get into the scriptures. Okay? Let me not waste any more of the time. Now let's go into my main subject of the day. Aquaba. Welcome to Meditated Truth. My name is Kojo Bento. Always excited, always humbled at the same time. I'm always honored that I get to be in this position that I am. I'm always glad that I get to say the truth as they are. You know, without the truth, there's not a single thing that we are here to do. We are only here to know the truth, to understand the truth, to walk with the truth, and live by the truth. That's all that we're here to do. If we cannot tell the truth, who do we expect to tell the truth? Some of us, we are honored to have witnessed life from various dimensions, and we are able to come back and say, you know what, I was here and this is what it was, and I was here and this is what it was. That's why I enjoy doing what I'm doing. So thank you for always sticking with me, and thank you for always coming on, and thank you for watching and leaving your comment. Every single comment is totally appreciated. But I want to say a big thank you to the God, of course, our creator, our father, the Mankuma, our mother, the earth, the power of the air dimension, powers of the earth, powers of the water, powers of the fire dimension. And they see the night, we are grateful to all these gods and the power and the presence and the impact they make over our lives. Of course, I want to say a big thank you to all the gods, 77 gods in Cape Coast. Nana Buakwan, Nana Tabio, Nana Kwabotri, Nana Fosu, Nana Bekan. I want to say a big thank you to all of them. I want to say a big thank you to Nabosompo. I'm a Ghana, of course. I want to say a big thank you to all the gods in the Hunter district. We are so much grateful. Nana Sansam, Nafifu, Nabrabona, Nariyama. I want to say a big thank you to Nabna Kunedin. I want to say a big thank you to Nobuadekim, Nobokofi. I want to say a big thank you to No to be an issue. Not to be an issue. Of course, a big thank you to Ago Machi Nabosumska, Nabosuma friend. Say a big thank you to now we are so grateful, so humble. All the gods in your background, in your father's background, your father's mothers, your mother's fathers, fathers, uncles, cousins, all the gods in your background, all the gods across the African belt, we are humbled by them. Thank you that you are with us, that you keep us, that you protect us, that you keep defending us. We are grateful for all that you do for us. I just want to go straight into something. The sun, you can see that the sun is really up. I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, it's messing with me. Sweating a little sweat within head, right? Okay, so I want to read this and then quickly we go because of the sun. So back to what I'm saying, that the special people, the God of the Bible, the Spirit of God of the Bible leads people to do amazing things, and even Satan doesn't do anything according to the quote that came without. Okay, so it means everything Satan is doing is commanded by the Creator to do. That's even pushed aside. And he went out from thence unto Bethel. Read it, 2 Kings 2 verse 23. And as he was going up by the way, there came forth little children out of the city, mocked him, and said unto him, Go up thou, bald head. Go up thou, bald head. And he turned back and looked on them and cursed them and cursed them in the name of the Lord, the God of the Bible, God of Israel. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the woods, 42 children. And he went from thence to Mount Carmel, and from thence he returned to Samaria. Listen, the sun is too much. I'm going to the shade. Watch this. This is supposed to be the all-loving, all-caring God. Supposed to be the Creator. This Creator passes the mantle that is given to Elijah onto Elisha. I had to run away because of the sun. So now Elisha has this mantle, goes down, meets the man, turn the bitter water in the barren land into sweet water in the good land. And now he's moving away to go onto Samaria. Goes up, come down onto Samaria. Meet 42 kids, young children, who all have families. When you read the Bible, how do you read it? That's all I want to ask. That's all I want to ask. I left my Bible in the sun. When you read the Bible, how do you see it? How do you read the Bible? Wait a minute, I got another one. I'll open it up. How do you read? And from Bethel, he went to Mount Carmel, and from there, he returned to Samaria. Yarum, son of Ahab, became king over Israel. That's chapter 3. Between that's just what happened. Pay attention. At Samaria, in the 18th year of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, and reigned for 12 years. He did evil in the eyes of Yahweh, the God, or the Lord of Israel, serving gods, but not after his father and mother. He did evil because he went to serve God. He did evil. The prophet just caused she-bears to eat up 42 children, and nobody called the prophet to case. Nobody had any think about it. In these modern days, you have your child, and the next thing you hear, a prophet have command. These are the stories you believe in. And if this story is true, Jehoshaphat didn't kill nobody. Jehoshaphat didn't kill any children. Had dealings with other gods. And the God of Israel said he's done evil. But killing 42 children is not evil. Since when did the killing of 42 children not become evil? Yet the gods of our fathers are the evil ones. Our spirituality that protects the children are supposed to be future. They die freely by the mouth and the hands of the prophet, and nobody's doing anything about it. Nobody has anything to say about it. Listen, we will speak this truth. These lies that they enslaved us with, we need to come out of this. These are the stories you believe. These are the stories you depend on your life on. That the prophet can kill children and nothing happens to them. Nobody, he doesn't account for anything. He doesn't account for anybody. He doesn't say anything to anybody. Because the next line from him killing the children is Jehoshaphat doing evil. Next line, right? Now, Misha, king of Moab, reigned in a sheep raising land, and he provided a king of Israel 100,000 lambs, and with a wool and rams. However, Ahab died, and the king of Moab rebelled against the king of Israel, and Yaram set out from Samaria and gathered all Israel. And he went so goes on. Hold on. Then Elisha said unto the king of Israel, what do I have in common with you? Go to the prophet of your fathers and the prophet of your mothers. But the king of Israel said, no, for it was of the Lord who called us 3 kings together to deliver us in the hands of Moab. Joshua replied, just as surely as the Lord Almighty lives, before whom I serve, if it was not for the preference of Jehoshaphat, king of Judah, whom I respect, I would not have looked at you, nor even noticed you. But now bring me to one who plays the harp. He served the Lord. And he has the audacity because another is going after God. You have the audacity. You just killed 42 children. Since when did the killing of children become a righteous thing? Since when did the killing of children become a special thing? That makes you think that, okay, if you are with these people, you are special. For your information, there's not the killing of children in our history. We don't kill children. When grown men and grown women go to war, they go to war. Children are not part. Prophets are not exempted from doing evil. Nobody in the community will kill 42 children. I don't care whether you're a high priest, high God, high spirit, high demon, whatever high you are. I don't care whatever you are high on. I don't care. Nobody would kill anybody in our spirituality and go scot-free. Are you crazy? But the God of Israel says this is right. That is how he has the audacity to go and judge the king, because the king went not kill children, went after God. One of the greatest sins, I have a video, you see. One of the greatest sins was what? Sin against the child of the womb. Any person that is spiritual, any person that knows our spirituality will tell you this. Don't mess with the children of your womb. They'll tell you this. Don't abort children. It's the greatest sin. But yet, a prophet can kill 42 children. Do you understand what it means to have 42 kids? 42 children literally means 42 destinies, 42 crafts, 42 children that has the ability to change and impact and affect the whole world. 42 kids are just wasted. 42 energies, 42 ancestors, 42 connections to lineages gone, wasted. Children, if your God has anger issues, if your God has anger management, anger issues, who needs anger management? How on earth would a servant do any better? If the God of the Bible is so easy, so quick to kill, why wouldn't a servant quicken? There is no remorse. Maybe I missed some pages in the Bible. Maybe there are certain places that I missed that I don't know. But there's no remorse. There's no account. The God of the Bible didn't show up and say, Elisha, why did you kill these kids? It looks as if you are not an Israelite, right? According to the Bible, your life don't matter. When would you wake up and understand this has nothing to do with creation or the Creator? Because anybody that is even slightly spiritual would understand the fact that all lives matters. The ant's life, the crocodile's life, the cockroach's life, the earthworm's life, the tapeworm, the flies, all lives matters. The tree, not to talk about 40. Since when did 42 children's life become righteous to kill? That's my question for you today. I don't want to go any deeper. Since when did that become right? Since when did that become okay? Since when did that become right? And these are the books that you read. You think you read such a book, it will make you a peaceful person. You're praying for peace, but your prophet are killing children. Listen. Somebody say, why are you always after the Bible? Why are you against it? I'm not against it. If I was against it, I won't be reading from it. I am for it. Because it is this book that they use to deceive many of our people spiritually. So it is this same book. I'm clapping for this book. This same book, we will use it. I will read from it. I will teach from it. Until you come out of the deception and you begin to experience life for what it is. Because once you understand what life is, you will never applaud a prophet killing 42 children as a righteous thing. Oh, it's not righteous? Where in the Bible did the God of Israel condemn it? I ask you a question. Show me the pages that the God of Israel said, oh, because of the 42 children you killed, my spirit. That when the spirit of the Lord didn't leave. The spirit of the Lord didn't leave. The prophet. When I break certain things down, you see the double standards of the Bible. You see, watch this, pay attention. Out of the prophet's desire, the prophet killed 42 children. Out of David's desire, David killed one wife's husband. Okay? What did the God of Israel do after David killed Bathsheba's husband? Killed the son that was innocent. It looks, you see the trend, it looks like the God of Israel loves killing children. Because once the children were killed, the God of Israel didn't take the life of Elisha. But once David killed the husband to the lady he slept with, the son had to pay for the price. What kind of double standard book is this? And this is the book. You choose your own people. You look at me, you think I'm a different person from you. You look at me, you think you are special. The other people across the African belt are not special. People who look like you are not special. Do you understand what special is? Special is useless. When you say something is special, a people is special, a group of people is special, do you know what it means? It means every single one of them is created to do the same thing. And out of what all of them are created to do, one does it better. Then it means all of us are created the same. That is the most insane thought I can ever come across. Each and every single one of us, even science, tell you that genetically we are different from each other. If genetically our DNAs are different from each other, how can one be special to the other? If everybody is different, it simply means that we are all unique in our own ways. If you're unique and I'm unique, how am I special to you? Special to who? If you're unique and I'm unique, there's no speciality here. I talk about speciality, it means all of us are doing the same thing. And one person does it better. But how are you better than me? In which capacity? How are you better than your brother? In which capacity? How are you better than your sister? In which capacity? Special. It's time you delete that word special from your head. That is how they are messing with you. That is how you can look at your own brother and look down upon your brother because you think you're special. Shame on the Bible and all those that think that is what would deliver our people. Anyway, listen, let me even take that out. Jojo, cut that part out. If he forgets to put it inside, that is him. I'm saying he should cut that part out. Don't shame on anybody. I'm just saying, let's wake up. Africa is not the future. Udmaya said, Africa is the present. Oh, Udmaya interviewed somebody and the person said, Africa is the present. They don't want us to be the present because they don't want you to know you are the present. Have a great afternoon, guys. You've enjoyed my sweat. I love you. Mwah. See you soon.